Hi folks, Fixrovia Q&A time. What's a good way to manage roles and responsibilities in my business? What we're going to do is we are going to show you here a simple way of basically managing who does what in your business, to make sure that everybody has a good understanding, to make sure that you know where responsibility is lying, and also to make sure that everybody understands not only what doing looks like, but what good looks like as well. A lot of people find it quite difficult to performance manage their business because the right metrics haven't been set. Okay, so what we're doing is we're saying, well, let's have a situation whereby we know at each step of our business what that person should be doing, what that doing looks like, and what the metrics look like. The way that that works is we basically create, first of all, you've got things like organisational charts. They just kind of like describe the rough flow of the business. But when it actually comes to the nuts and bolts in terms of what they're doing, what we do is we have, basically it's a fairly simple Excel spreadsheet, and it has a number of columns on it. So you've got, for instance, the area, you've then got like the task, you've then got what they're doing. Interesting enough, what you can do is underneath the task, you can then basically turn this, especially if you're using a system such as, for instance, Google Drive. So we would recommend, because the way that we do it, the way we implement it in people's companies, is we say, okay, have this on your Google Drive, basically create this as an Excel spreadsheet. What you can then do is the jobs, you can then link through to a little Word document which contains like a checklist of everything that you need to do. Okay? So you've also got other information in there, such as, you know, kind of like who's actioning it, who it's owned by, and also the metrics. So for instance, what does good look like? And so what we do is we take our guys through a process where we say, right, once you've got this in place, you've then got a way by which, A, everybody understands what they need to do. So for instance, if this task is actioned by Bob, Bob understands what he needs to do because he can see that. He also understands what his metrics and what his targets are. And then also, if Bob gets hit by a bus, and we have to put somebody else in there, we know all of the things that Bob was meant to be doing, okay, and we can simply replace him, because we're not waiting for some sort of handover. We should technically have, even if it's just in loose bullet form, a good understanding of what it is that he's meant to do, and also checklists which basically capture every time Bob makes a mistake, we make sure that he updates this, which is like the list of things that he's meant to do. And so then if we then replace him with, say, for instance, Tanya, when Tanya sits down, she's got a good understanding of what she needs to do, what good looks like, so the targets which she's being held up against. And then also, when we add in new projects or other bits and pieces, we can simply add these new functionalities or these new tasks in. Okay, I know that's a rough overview. We've actually got a full guide on how to do this, which explains all of this in a hell of a lot more detail. You'll find it on the site. It's under the Roles and Responsibilities Management Guide. And like I say, it will take you through how to set up a system which will make sure that everything in your company is done the right way, it's done to the right targets, and that you should never really be making a mistake more than once. If you follow these guidelines, that's exactly what you'll get. So have a quick look at that, and I hope it will help. It's certainly helped a lot of other people. And so any questions or comments, please drop us a line at support@fixrovia.com, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Best of luck.